Hello, welcome to week 9 and puzzle 8, 2 weeks till spring break. Okay, so we are adding a couple of new things this week. So if you are doing this ed puzzle before we actually meet in class, here's your heads up. Right above me here, we are adding the la below do. And we are also adding, I call them Jeffrey and Helga, and I'll explain why when we get there, adding 2 new rhythms. So let's start with our solfege. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, la, ti, do. Okay, so do, la, do is our new one. Do, so, la, ti, do, la, do. All right, so we're going to start with our melodic dictation. Here we go. First time, starting on do, ending on do. Hints after the second and third time. So just a reminder, do can be used inside those 8 spaces you're filling out. I'm not saying that's a bonus hint, but it's kind of a bonus hint. Second time. Okay, your first hint is that there is 1 fa. Third time. Okay, your second hint is really going to help you out. So, from so, we'll go so to this so. Everything in that line from so to so was used 1 time, including that do. So, everything so, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, so was used 1 time. There were no duplicates of that. Okay, last time. All right, you should have had do, so, fa, mi, the lower la, lower ti, re, do, lo, so, do. In the box that pops up, tell me how many you got right out of 10. Okay, so moving on. So right up here, you're going to see it looks like a pair of eighth notes right? But I've added a dot after the first one and a line in the middle here, okay? And this is a variation on a eighth note pair. So our eighth note pairs are ta, 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 ta. This first one, what I call Jeffrey, because really it's the short version of a long short. So this is also like a long short, but the short version of it. It sounds like this. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, so it's like this quick little tag on. Ta, 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 ta. So if I have eighth note pair, Jeffrey, eighth note pair, Jeffrey, it's going to sound like this. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, and then right underneath Jeffrey is his wife, Helga. Obviously, the exact opposite. The line happens on that first one, and the dot happens after the second. So this is, again, the opposite, the shortened version of the short long. Sounds like this. So this is what Helga sounds like. Ta-ta, ta-ta, ta-ta. So they each happen on one space. So if I have eighth note pair, Helga, eighth note pair, Helga, it sounds like this. Ta, 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 ta. So again, Jeffrey sounds like this. Ta, ta. And Helga sounds like this. Ta, ta. Okay, so in today's example, there are 2 Jeffreys and 1 Helga. Okay, so 2 Jeffreys, 1 Helga, and 1 long short. Okay, so don't forget we also have our quarter rest all the way down here, and everything on the board is fair game. Okay, good luck. I'm going to go slow, but you can always pause the recording if you need to. Okay, ready? Here we go. Ta 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 ta. So I'll give you another hint as you're thinking about this. The Jeffreys and Helgas only happen in the first and the third measure, okay? So pay attention to those. Here we go. Second time, nice and slow. Ready? And. Ta 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 ta. Again, pause if you need to. Third time. Ready, and. Ta 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 ta. And the last time. Ta 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 ta. Okay, pause if you need to and go back and listen to it again. But I'm going to go on with what it should have been. So your first measure should have been 16th notes, Jeffrey, quarter note, quarter note. And there is not a shorthand for this. Don't get into the habit of writing J or F. It'll really mess you up when we actually start tying out rhythms from the board. Okay, so make sure you're actually writing this. Second measure should have been 16th, quarter rest, triplet, quarter rest. Third measure should have been Jeffrey, quarter rest, Helga, quarter rest. And the last measure should have been a long, short, quarter note, eighth note pair. Okay, so again, each one of these only takes up one space. So 1.1 space. In the box that pops up, tell me how many you got right out of 16. Don't beat yourself up if you didn't do as well as you normally do. Adding 2 new rhythms, whew, crazy. Okay, so I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in class.